What is going on YouTube and also the Discord stage? Welcome to your Strats Weekly for the week of 11 September 2021. I am always, as your host, I'm Oth. That got away from me a little bit there. Welcome to your Strats Weekly. Words are hard. I had a lot of other stuff on my brain besides those words. We were just having an interesting conversation about camera stuff. I had to dump all that and try to get back into this. How's everybody doing? All the peeps over here in the stage. Oh, I forgot to change this to live. Oh yeah, I mean, how do you think the Ravens are going to do this season, eh? You want to talk about it yet? Too soon? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that... Yeah. Also, it always really sucks when it's, before the season even gets underway, you start having those kind of issues. Yeah. Whoa. Audio issue with the stage. Hold on, let me look. Let's see. How about now? Check 1, 2. Anybody? Somebody talk.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Nobody cares about the Ravens anyway, so
No,
if the YouTube channel missed that little bit of chatter, it'll be okay. I hope it's working now. Seems to be working now.
Yeah, it is.
Huzzah. All right. Oh yeah, welcome to Strats Weekly. We talk about all things going on in Strats and, whatever else we decide to talk about, which means if we don't fill up an hour, we're going to end up talking about cameras again. So our goal is to fill up an hour, or else we'll have to talk about cameras again. Let's slam through some of the easy games first before we start talking about some of the other ones, including what's going on currently right now. First up, of course, always World of Warcraft. If you are interested in playing World of Warcraft, whether that is live or classic, in live we are on Area 52 Horde side. In classic, we do not actually have an official guild spun up, but I know a number of our players are out there in classic land. In either instance, you can head on down to the Blizzard's channel, ask for Nightlife. He can get you all the details on where to group up with everyone over there. And that's pretty much all there is for World of Warcraft, I think. It's just trucking along. I saw they were doing the Mythic Invitational was going on this weekend, but I did not watch it, so I have no idea what the results were. Unfortunately, it's always an interesting watch, especially after we had some peeps play in the what is it called when you have the amateurs pream? No, I don't remember. There's a word for it. I can't think of it.
Amateur?
No, because it was the pro-am. Pro-am. There it is.
Pro-am is when the pros play with an amateur.
Yeah, that's what happened. Vecino
Right.
hooked me up.
Yes, that's it.
Vecino bailed me out on that one. I appreciate you, Vecino. So yeah, that was going on. I don't know how it went, but it happened. Boom, bam. If you want to play a while though, like I said, Nightlife down in Blizzard's channel will get you sorted. Path of Exile. We play Path of Exile except for this league where none of us are playing basically, except Alundril who played a wee little bit. Mostly because, as we've talked about, Chris Roberts was not happy with how we were playing the game and decided to nerf bat basically everything. So yeah, not a lot of interest in playing when everything got nerf batted.
I never got that, because if you nerf everything, then nothing's nerfed.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, there was a very small number of things that were buffed, but with the way the interactions work, the whole goal, they wanted to slow down the pace of play, and they wanted to slow down just the power creep that had happened over the last several years of more leagues being added, because it was, for the most part, there was buffing happening instead of nerfing. Things that were incredibly overpowered would get nerfed, but generally speaking, underperforming things were getting buffed, which is great, and I think a lot of us would prefer that to be the way it happens, but they took this opportunity to just slap everything, and Siri pointed out in YouTube chat, it's his game. It really is, the way he talks about it. So they slapped everything down. So hopefully we'll see some adjustments moving forward in future leagues. But we play. If you're interested in playing with us, we're on PC. head on down to the Path of Exile channel. You can hit up Alundrel or Senior Catpoop or myself. Any of those peeps can get you some details on how to link up with us in there. That's all that's going on with Path of Exile, because we're just not playing this league. We'll see how next league goes. Fingers crossed. Need another Legacy League is what we need. Give me those League Stones. That was so much fun.
Harvest, yeah.
No, don't need another Harvest
Legacy
League.
Harvest.
I mean, oh Lord, Legacy Harvest. Would that even matter? Like, would they bring the Legacy version of Harvest back? I doubt it. You think?
Hell yeah, bro. That'd be sweet.
Nah, I don't think they'd bring
Before they like.
Oh, the OG version that was
out
just
too.
like with all the the deterministic crap. There's no way they bring that back.
And make it so like the only way to log in is you have to join that
that Discord server.
That Discord.
That's a whole nother can. That's a whole nother can of worms. Like, boy, are there some divisive opinions on that Discord. I don't see the issue. They PoE built its systems, like even its trade system, only very recently did they have an official trade system. Everything else was community driven. So it's interesting that there are people that are mad that there's a community driven system to make up for the shortcomings in PoE's, in-game inherent systems. I just think it's very funny that people get up in arms about it. It's not like you can't just go to the Discord and participate. Anybody could, and most people who are using an internet voice chat at this point for playing games, the overwhelming majority are using Discord because it costs nothing compared to renting a vent or a mumble. Imagine paying for VoIP in this day and age.
Hell yeah.
And it lets people who are willing to pay talk with people who are like not willing to pay a little better than the other things do.
Yup, truly. But yeah,
like, brings them all to one place.
Mm-hmm. It really does. I love Discord. Such a good thing. But yeah, PoE, if you want to play, head on down. I'll get you sorted out down there. Next up is the most important thing we talk about every week, Princess Connect. It's the most important thing. Nobody's here that wants to hear about it, but you're going to hear about it anyways, dadgummit.
You gonna talk about how you're up till 5 a.m. doing that dungeon?
Oh, that wasn't 5. It was like 4:30 though. It was miserable.
Nope.
Mhm.
It was after 5.
I know it was 4:30 because I sent a screenshot to Alundrel, and it's timestamped around 4:30.
Damn.
But I was up way
Wondro,
late.
where you at?
70
Show us this time.
70
What this-
floors of... Yeah, I'll show you the timestamp. Watch. Here we go. Hold on.
Was this
It was
after
4:35. You sent it to me also.
Was this after you peaced out at like midnight? Be like, oh, I'm too tired. I'm going to bed.
Dude, I was, and then I saw that, and I was just like, no. Well, I misunderstood how the event worked. There, evidence in the thread. I misunderstood how the event worked. I thought that we needed to down as quickly as possible. We wanted to be through all of the floors that they added to it, so that we could do a daily recurring thing. But like, there's no daily recurring thing actually. You can replay it for the fun of it, but you don't get any additional rewards for replaying the content that's replayable. So it's like, I could have just like worked on this over the next several days as I had time, which is the smarter way to have done it. But instead I sat down and slammed through a 70 floor dungeon basically. Not recommended.
While suffering from sleep deprivation. Which is probably why you misunderstood what you were supposed to be doing in the first place.
Yep, that's all of these things are true. Well, yeah, we are in the middle of Tower of Luna. It just started yesterday, so I guess we're not really in the middle. It is going through the 15th, I think. Yeah, through the 15th. The goal is just get as far in as you can. Level 70 is currently the top level, and then there's an EX challenge that you can do once you get up there. A lot of good rewards in there. This will be a monthly recurring thing that comes back. The good source of gacha currency, and will also be important because that's where our unique equipment, some of our unique equipment stuff comes from. We're going to need the bits that come out of there. We also, starting next Saturday, I believe. Yeah, next Saturday, we have the clan battle kicking back up. Hopefully they have last month's clan battle rewards out before then, because these two clan battles are happening much closer together than they normally do. Shortly after the clan battle starts, we'll also get double normal drops, which is super hype because we have so much gear to grind for now that rank 11-3 is out. If you are interested in joining us in our isekai waifu realm, play some gacha games on mobile, feel free to just hit me up, message me in gaming, or shoot me a DM on the Discord. I can get you all the details for joining us for some pre-con fun. Yep, I think that's all that's going on. That's good. Boom, bam. What else we got? Final Fantasy. Got a few peeps playing Final Fantasy 14. If you are interested in joining them, we are on Crystal Goblin. Head on down to the Final Fantasy channel. I know Serge and Zarya both would love to have you. They are looking for some people who want to help get the Strats Guild off the ground. Find some new peeps from the EU and NA. Get together, run some content. Serge is all in on it. That boy is having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy 14. It is scratching the MMO itch that he has very well, from what I understand. And they are beginning the recruitment process when last we spoke, now that they have a better idea of how the game works and what sort of content players would be interested in running and what they, as a guild leadership, could potentially offer. So if you're interested in joining them over on Crystal Goblin, like I said, Final Fantasy channel, ask for Serge or Zarya. They can get you sorted out down there. Anything else I missed about Final Fantasy, Taco, that you know of offhand, or Bradum? I know you guys were both playing at one point.
Zarek is the current leader of it. It's in Zarek's hands. In game.
I'll have to pass on the Serge then.
Yeah, he's gonna have to give it to Serge. That's all I know. I mean,
Yeah, I know I know everybody. A lot of us here either aren't playing or are no longer playing in Final Fantasy.
this queue is so long.
The queue.
Reminds me, I might still be subscribed.
The main story quests.
Oh yeah.
So burnouty.
Yeah, you get burned out really quick having to go main story quests to level up.
See,
It's great. First expansion story was fantastic.
yeah, it's interesting.
Second expansion,
Because like the story is the part that like sank its teeth into Surge and has him like going super hard and really enjoying the world and the lore. So it's interesting that there are two extreme dynamics there, where there are some people who are just like, dude, get me out of this main story, it's too long, it's too boring, whatever. And then, you know, Surge is like all in on the lore and like loving it.
He's all about it.
I was quite enjoying it. I just have like game ADHD, and it's like I really enjoy games like that when I can dedicate a day to it, or like a couple of days, and I just have not been able to do that recently.
Yeah.
But like I think the first like couple weekends when I started playing, I spent most of the weekend playing it and was really enjoying it.
Well, yeah, like I said, head on down to Final Fantasy, hit up Surge and Zarya if you're interested in participating in any of the stuff we have going on Crystal Goblin. Next up is Eve Online. We have our own court here. We also have an alliance. We do all kinds of stuff down in New Eden. There's even a few people still kicking around down there. Did we get those dudes out of our hole? Oh yeah, there was many ass whippings were handed out, it looks like. Play a lot of EVE Online around here. If you are interested in joining us in New Eden, we are predominantly wormholers in the Stratsco core, but we do stuff besides wormholes. We do run high sec, we do run low sec, we do PvE and PvP. We, as an alliance, along with Void Hounds and Helix, control 2 holes at the moment. There are all kinds of ops going on throughout the week, depending on what kind of content you want to run, as well as random pop-up things like earlier today when a bunch of people decided to show up in our hole and get absolutely massacred. So that happens as well. If you are a new player or a returning veteran, doesn't matter, we take all sorts. Head on down to Internet Spaceships. You can ask for Vorthos. You can also hit up Mazix. Who else would be good hit-ups? Zero Logic's a good hit-up. Saiga. would be the big ones. Siri can hook you up as well. Vecino as well if he's around, but he's very busy with other things oftentimes, and he's not playing Eve as actively in game. He's playing the meta game of Eve, which is basically the same as playing the game in terms of time commitment, it seems like. Feel free to hit any of them up in Internet Spaceships if you are interested. In particular, if you are an AU time zone player or court that's looking for a Wormhole Alliance, we are definitely still actively seeking an Aussie time zone court to help shore up some of our thinner numbers. We have people playing pretty much 24/7 at all times, but we are a little thinner on that side in those time zones, and we'd like to shore that up a wee bit. And obviously we cover a bunch of time zones, so if you're an Aussie core that needs some help covering your other time zones, we can probably work something out there. But yeah, like I said, Internet Spaceships, they got all the deets down there. What's next? Hey, ESO. I think I saw Dice in here. Yeah. Dice, you want to come chat with us about ESO and what's going on down there? I'm not sure if he's around. They got... Oh, looks like they still got the dungeon event going. A couple parties, doing stuff. Hey, what's up, Dice?
Hey.
How are things?
Yeah, we got lots of shit going on, so...
Yeah, you guys' event channel is as busy as the Eve event channel, it seems like. Every time I open the Discord server, I've got a new message sitting in one of those channels at all times. I have to go and clear because another event is coming up. Good problem.
Yeah, we got, there'll be another 3 or 4 posted tomorrow, so...
Woo! Did you guys end up getting the progression running?
The first run tomorrow night.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I just couldn't remember if it had already happened or if it was right around the corner. You excited? How far do you think you're gonna get? Are you gonna get it?
Oh, we'll get the first one easy.
Alright.
No, the first one, pretty easy one, is just get everybody kind of grooving together.
Moving generally the same direction, it'll be alright.
Yep. No, we got lots of crap going on this week. So finished off all the crafting tables for the guild house. Guild house is pretty much done now.
That's been a project. That has been like a multi-month endeavor.
Oh yeah, been working on that one for almost a year.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, really interesting anyway. We're just getting everything rearranged in the guild house, and while we moved guild houses, and got a big fancy new one now.
Ooh. Yeah, get us some screenshots we can show off next week during the weekly.
Oh, okay.
Get some of your, just ask some of your peeps if they can take some screenshots for us. 'Cause, like, I've never seen our guild house, but if we got like a new fancy one that's getting all redecorated and such, I'm curious. I'd take a peek.
Yeah, it's a brand new one, just came out with Blackwood, so.
Ooh. That's always really exciting when there's, because we used to do that in PoE all the time when there'd be a new personal hideout that would show up, which is kind of PoE's equivalent to the guild house. Anytime like the new designs came out, getting the new one and redecorating and putting everything, making it look cool was always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we've moved all the crafting tables. We got 65 crafting tables, and we've moved them 3 times so far, trying to get everything in the right spot. So
that's
interesting.
That's intense.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yep. What do the peeps need to know about if they want to join us over on PCNA for ESO?
Give us a holler on Discord or on Skumadan channel, or if you're in game, any one of us, any one of the officers, or me, Ozzy, Timon, Sandman. Trying to think of all of them right now.
There's a fair few. Cream Cat.
Yeah, Cream Cat's another one.
I can't even remember them all. You guys have so many sometimes.
Well, we've had a couple change over here the last couple of days, so.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah, they taking time off from the game, so.
It's always a good thing. Real life comes first. We love playing games. Games are fun, but, worry about real life first.
Always real life first.
Also,
so yeah, Aussie Tim and Sandman, Cream Cat, RP Logic, Jake. Oh no, sorry, Jake's on time off right now. Cornwallis and Two Boy Android.
there you have it.
Any of them could get you in the guild and get you situated real quick.
Nice. Also, just as a reminder, we are they're in the process over in ESO spinning up the Oktoberfest housing contest. So there should be some really cool stuff going on with that. If you are currently playing ESO and you have not checked out that thread in the Skooma Den, it is worth your time to have a look-see at what's going on there, because I know there's been some good prize content donated and stuff of that nature.
Oh yeah, we actually have two. There's a Halloween one too that's going to be running at the same time. So
Ooh. There you have it. Lots of fun stuff to do over there. Well, guys, thanks for chatting with us, and good luck next week, or tomorrow, I should say, on your progression. I look forward to hearing how it goes, hopefully quite successfully. Did you guys manage to spin up a second one? I know there was talks about a second progression group possibly going as well.
not yet. We're looking at maybe having one Friday morning starting about 11 Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern.
There you go. So yeah, if you're not in the current progression team and you are interested in joining a progression team, there is another one forming up if that time works a little bit better for y'all. So yeah, that's what's going on. ECNA server, Skooma Den. Ask for any number of people, or just ask for some details about ESO. Type !TESO and get all the details over there. Thanks for chatting with us, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, what do we got? Next. Overwatch League. All right. Congratulations, Vecino, for the San Francisco Shock making it to the playoffs.
Don't sound too excited.
Even though the Outlaws didn't, because the number 8 position in the playoffs managed to beat them while they were being toxic shitters and throwing. God, that was brutal to watch last week. Oh, it crushed me.
Well, I mean, look at the bright side. At least you have the Texans to look forward to.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, bud. That's exactly what I'm looking forward to. Goodness. Oh yes, there's a heap of San Francisco Shock things in there. Like, don't get too cocky. I mean, you guys didn't exactly seed well. We'll see how you make it through the rest of the playoffs. For those interested, the folks that did make the playoffs, number 1 seed Shanghai Dragons, followed by Dallas, Chengdu Hunters,
Dragons,
LA Gladiators, Atlanta Reign, the Shock at number 6, Philly Fusion made it in, and Washington just barely squeaked it in after that very upsetting victory they had over Houston. Rip and potatoes. Playoffs will be not next week, but the week after, 21 through the 25th. We will not be having Strats Weekly on the 25th of September, because that will be the grand final, and I don't care who's playing, I'm watching the grand final. I'm not going to stream a Strats Weekly during the Overwatch League grand finals. Notably, they did actually decide, probably for the best, not to do an in-person tournament, which was the original plan, so we are still going to have the send everybody to Hawaii and hang out at the University of Hawaii format so they can play with as little ping as possible across the Pacific with all the teams over in the East. So it should be a lot of fun. All the games will be smashed 21st through the 25th. Double elimination tournaments, so there will be a loser's bracket as well as a winner's bracket. Times will be late in the evening, which kind of sucks because it's starting on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So for people who have work schedules, that's especially East Coast. I know some of those games start at like 10:30 p.m. Central. So like, your team made it. Get some Red Bulls on hand or something. I don't know. But that's going on. Like I said, not this coming week, but the following week. We'll talk about it again probably briefly at next week's weekly. No weekly on the 25th, so we can watch grand finals. Bam. That's what's going on with that. However, I missed it last week. I'm not going to miss it this week. I had this prepped last week. I didn't show it. We've been doing highlight videos every week. We had a really, I don't know if I want to call it a good highlight, but it's the kind of highlight you see and you just like, yeah, that'll happen. Zarek managed this over in a game of Mystery Heroes, I believe. If you're not on the YouTube, I have it queued for the YouTube. I don't actually have a link to the original post. It is somewhere way up in gaming. I'll try and dig it up while this short clip plays and throw it down in the thread for anybody who wants to watch it there in the thread. But here's what I would consider to be, a very typical Torbjorn play the game.
Oh, yeah.
Stay out of my way! I'm in the zone!
I'm so... That's the only Torb play of the game that is more Torb than that is if the Torb is actually fucking dead while the kills are coming in. Fires a bunch of shots, walks away, gets a triple, stops and sprays the ground. Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get more people submitted though, because
oh, there's a bunch of stuff that's come up in the Eve channel recently. There's actually some really cool stuff that happened in Eve that will probably make it into next week's show. Because I've seen, I don't know if it's Mazik. I don't know who else besides Mazik has been throwing some stuff down there in OPSEC. But there's been some really interesting PvP stuff landing down there from some of their shenanigans going on in Eve. So we'll take a look at that.
yeah, I'll be really good to see other games too.
Yeah. We'll have a look-see at that next week. I just didn't have time to get everything prepped this week and get the details on, is it cool? Am I going to reveal anything we don't want to talk about? And hey, also explain this to me in layman's terms because I don't play Eve and I don't fully understand everything that's going on so that I can actually present the clip. And the reason I didn't have time for all that is because I've been playing the New World beta, the open beta that started on Thursday. Did it start on Thursday, Taco? I didn't play till yesterday.
Thursday.
Started on the 9th.
On the 9th? Yeah, New World beta. I'm not gonna lie. Better than I thought. Better than I thought it would be. It's
Holy sh...
well, I mean, to be fair, I had like zero expectations.
Huh?
Now the real question is, the real question people want to know, inquiring minds want to know, is Auth gonna buy it? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I think that's an upgrade from before, right?
An upgrade? Oh yeah, I mean previously it was like hard no, like zero interest, hard no. But then I don't remember how it happened. Oh, I do remember. I went to go like say hey to Precious after some Murder Zoo was going down because we've been playing a lot of Armello the last week. We had a round of Murder Zoo. Went to go see what was going on with Precious. And then I ended up sitting there for almost an hour talking with her about the game, asking questions, looking at how things worked and stuff like that. Because I just hadn't spent a lot of time checking it out at all. I was aware it was coming out. It wasn't something I was initially terribly interested in. So we just got to talking about it, and it's been not bad, honestly. I mean, it's not bug free. I'm hopeful that some of the stuff that I'm seeing is a result of this being an older build that they've given everyone for the sake of, you know, the server stress test that they're doing, rather than indicative of what the final product is going to be. Because I have been burned by that before, speaking as somebody who bought Anthem when it came out. I don't want to talk about it. I got my hours out of it at least. I played over 100, and there was not 100
You didn't
hours
tell
worth of
that
content.
story very well.
Which story very well?
What happened was you came in the room, you listened to me rant and stomp and complain at how frustrated I was at the game for about 15 minutes, and then I think that triggered your white knight response mode, and you went, is this something that maybe we could play together? And then you had me start showing you how the game works.
Is that how it went down?
That's how it went down.
I like
You
my
came
version
in
of
when
the
I was
story.
thoroughly frustrated by the fact that all of my quests were sending me into higher level zones, and that like some of the weapons that I was trying to use weren't working really well for what I was trying to kill, and I was basically just like complaining and being very upset. And then you were immediately like, well, maybe, and then you had me show you the game.
I suppose maybe that's closer to how it happened.
You had to protect me from the big mean game.
Big mean game.
Big mean game.
Let's just say
This ain't Campa's off though. Like, it really is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So I might even buy it, depending on how it looks at launch.
See, and that's that's my fucking problem is there are so many fucking games coming out right now.
Yeah, there are.
Like, I didn't even know about until, you know, E3. I had no idea that there was a Battlefield slotted for this year, but I don't think they had talked about it at all. I think that was like the reveal. It's like, that's hype as fuck, because I'm a huge Battlefield fanboy. And then Back for Blood, game that was like only just barely on my radar, that on a whim during like the closed beta, I was like, yo, has anybody got an extra key? And an engineer was like, yeah, man, I got you. And I was like, oh man, thanks. And then like, oh shit, this game is actually amazing. This is exactly what I want, and will scratch the itch of the fact that Darktide got delayed until sometime in 2022, because I was just itching for that, you know, 4-player co-op horde game, and I had no idea that Back for Blood systems were so much different than ones that exist within that genre to this point. And now it's like, oh hey, also there's this like pretty decent MMO that's not even full AAA price and doesn't have a monthly subscription fee. And it's like, well, shit. But they all come out in like 4 weeks, a 4-week span. All 3 of these games come out.
Yeah. Sorry, like I definitely won't be getting Back for Blood.
Oh,
And I'm thinking about not getting Battlefield because it comes out the same day as Peppa Pig, the game.
I mean, why play Peppa
Sorry,
Pig?
what?
Why would you play Peppa Pig when you could play Hello Kitty Island Adventure?
True. No, but I think 2049 is, or 2042 is definitely the one that I will be getting out of all those that are coming out soon. This one is my maybe second game that I'll be getting.
It's not normally my type of game, but it just strikes me as the kind of thing that would be really fun with a large like Strats crew.
What kind of game?
2042.
Yeah, I think games like that with large, like that will have a large, or the ability to play with a whole bunch of people, is a lot of fun. But I also just really enjoy Battlefield in general. But like New World, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Like, it's a little rough, and that could be the, you know, the current build that they're having us test on. But it's not bad. I can see why there are people that are hype as all get out on it.
Well, we haven't even had a chance to look at the PvP stuff or being part of a big enough group to actually be like owners of a town and deal with like the taxes and having people go to war with us. Like, we haven't even got to experience any of that yet. And that's a huge part of the game that I think would be really interesting, but we'd actually need to be a part of a group to get that done.
Right. Or we need to do what we did in Albion and recruit like crazy.
So
Yeah.
we're talking about 2021 Game of the Year? New World?
I don't know about Game of the Year. That's pretty. It's got to, much like Star Citizen, it's got to come out first before it can win an award.
Ooh.
Problem is, like,
What are you talking
Battlefield.
about? Cyberpunk didn't need to come out before.
Yeah,
one
it's
of
just-
these.
Cyberpunk.
Vecino is adamantly against giving New World game of the year. He
What else?
He says it's going to be
What
a
else?
niche game. It's a niche game.
What
It can't be
else?
game of the year if it's a niche. But it can be game of the year in its niche.
Oh, so like WoW is a niche. MMORPGs are a niche. You're saying WoW didn't deserve any game of the year?
It's a niche within a genre, a wider genre, I think is what he's getting at.
What game gets it?
Off. Can I
No
just
game's
say,
Battlefields never get it.
It's true. Battlefield
So-
never gets it.
Even though Battlefield 3 was easily better than Black Ops 1.
Yeah, facts.
It's like obvious, but Black Ops 1 got it because Call of Duty. Activision pays it.
Call of Duty spelled with 2 O's. What's up, Braden?
I was just gonna say, how come you switch between pronouncing niche correctly and niche incorrectly?
Niche.
Because I said niche and then he said niche, and I said
Well, that's how it's
niche.
spelled.
Nichki.
The
Just pronounce it in Spanish, Nietzsche.
problem. I'm
Oh,
very
shit.
impressionable. Is the problem, Braden? I'm very impressionable.
I see.
Because he wasn't 100% sure which way was correct, and he questioned himself when somebody said it differently.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. I mean, look at I had Back for Blood wasn't even hardly on my radar. Somebody said it was pretty good. Somebody else hooked me up with a key, sold me instantly. New World, even less on my radar. Now I'm sitting here. I played like 9 or 10 hours yesterday. I played a handful of hours earlier this afternoon, and I'm actively considering possibly buying it, which would be the third game that I have purchased that's coming out within like a 1 month period, and basically means I get no Christmas because I've spent all my Christmas money on games that come out in October.
Nice. Cool. So if you're so impressionable, off, you like esports, right?
Rocket League is a terrible game. Nobody should play it.
I knew exactly where I was going.
But car soccer was so much fun when we used to play.
Yes, but Braden
Kitty,
wants
will
me
you
to play with
car
him.
soccer with me?
What'd you say, Braden?
Say, Kitty, will you play car soccer with me?
I mean, I will, but you know about my eye issues, and I'll be extra terrible at the game, and you'll mostly just be frustrated with me, but okay.
The game is the best when you're extra terrible.
I know, I had so many, like, accidental, like, saves that sent the ball, like, right into the goal that made me feel so impressive. It's like, I could not repeat that if my life depended on it.
All right, we're doing it.
But yeah, I mean, New World honestly has impressed me. There's a good bit to chew on, and in its current state, even not having experienced the entire game, I'd say it's probably worth its $40. I could definitely spend far more than 40 hours just even getting close to max level. Because I'm not, unless I just.
You'll spend 40 hours just chopping down trees to level up your harvesting.
It's true. I mean, I did chop down trees for like an hour today. I'm not gonna
Can I
lie.
grow corn?
You can harvest corn. I don't know if you can grow corn,
Amazing.
but I did harvest some corn previously.
No growing corn, only stealing corn from farms that are taken over by undeads.
Oh my god. Oh. Thanks, Vicino.
What did he do?
Oh god.
Oh, don't even tell.
It was
Uh,
just buy the game for you.
Yup.
I wanted to.
You knew exactly what he did.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
He owns it now.
fuck. I guess we're playing New World, boys.
What happened?
Vicino just gifted it to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I
well,
gotta
Live
get the
on
pre-order.
stream.
I got 2 weeks.
Ah.
Um,
All right. I guess we're playing
Get it
New
on my
World.
head.
I guess I'm playing New World. All right.
I guess you are.
hell yeah.
Yep. Well, now it's only a $20 investment.
No, it's a $40
Oh,
investment.
it costs $20 each now instead of $40 each.
Oh, I see.
Genius.
Not how math works, darling.
That is how math
Wait,
works.
Wait, what? What?
That's exactly how math works.
What is going on right
It's
now?
it's the train of logic that's bullshit. There's heaps of fallacies there, but the math works out, damn it.
He's using the wrong. What is it? He's using the wrong.
You're rejecting my reality and substituting your own.
That's right.
He's using the wrong formula, but he's getting to the right answer.
Exactly.
That is like the epitome of what off is as a person.
I am regularly accused of doing things the hardest way possible.
Dude, he does. It is ridiculous. He'll come up with these genius ideas. He'll start to do it, and I'll be like, "Why? Why are you doing it the way? That's like the hardest
Vecino.
way to get there.
He's
Why
a-
would you do that?"
Oh my god, is it Fliff Night up in here? Vecino having a Fliff Night moment. Vecino is an
Holy
actual fucking mad lad
Taco
and a
Bar.
gentleman.
Well, I appreciate it, but I'm literally gonna play the shit out of this game. So the beta really cemented it for me. Like, I didn't play the closed beta that much. I got to like 12, 13, but like,
But were you
I
mostly playing by
haven't-
yourself?
what was that?
Were you mostly playing by yourself?
Yeah, I was playing solo with friends, even just on voice. It's definitely way better.
Yep.
I haven't gotten this like big into a new game, and I don't count Final Fantasy XIV as new because I had played it previously a couple years ago. Oh, maybe WoW. I mean, it's been a long time.
We all did go pretty hard on WoW for a while there.
Actually, maybe Terra.
I think I wasted like 5 years of my life. Wow, before Strats got started.
I'd say probably like WoW was my first game that I just got mega hardcore into. Well, not mega hardcore, but I put a decent amount of time into it. That and then Albion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a lie.
Albion was pretty good.
Ultima Online was my first one.
Really? UO, damn.
Yeah, UO was dope. I used to play a lot of UO.
I guess my first one like that was GTA 3 because I got heavily into the modding community of it. Oh, that was multiplayer.
Anarchy Online's
yeah.
a good one.
Vecino said it was Anarchy Online.
I got heavy into Anarchy Online in 2019, summer 2019.
For me, it
And,
was Guild
like-
Wars 1.
Yeah. I got video proof.
Oh yeah, my
I
old
watch
YouTube
'em.
channel. Man,
Guild Wars 1, I didn't say it earlier when we were
Hey,
talking
does
about
anybody
it.
have a link to this channel?
what, my old YouTube channel?
Yeah.
His YouTube
Oh, do you want
channel.
to see my old Guild Wars 1 videos?
Heck yeah.
Dude, I was like there's somewhere way up in the gaming we talked Taco found it by accident, or was it, did you DM it to me? I don't remember. Taco like stumbled across it. He's like, what the fuck is
I sent
this?
you the message. I was like, what is this? I was joking, but you've linked it in the Stretch Discord.
It's
but,
very
like,
possible.
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it was a hot minute
You
ago.
know.
Braden, I'll get you a link after this. Remind me after the stream. I'll dig a link.
It
out
was
for
like you were on your like Mesmer monk or something.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatever it was.
I played Guild Wars hard. I was active in like the build communities, like coming up with builds and stuff like that. I got a couple through vetting actually. Like I took it real seriously back then. And
The game gives me nostalgia glasses because when I think of like what I remember it looking like, looking back on it now, like looking at current screenshots of the game,
yeah, it does not.
that
look
is
good.
not what it. That is not what I remember it looking like.
It's because we had a whole lot fewer pixels back then, and everything was just
Yeah.
blurrier.
It's like the biggest flat monitor was like 21 inches.
Yeah, I played a lot of Guild Wars. Guild Wars 1, still to date, probably my most played game of all time. I believe I was close to 20,000 hours in that game.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. It was bad.
I thought I had a lot of
icon-
hours in Rocket League, and I'm at like 1,700.
I've got
dude, he lived in Guild Wars 1 for a while.
it for years. That was the only, like, a bunch of the guys at my unit all played when I was at Fort Sill. So that's all we would do. We'd like go to work, we'd get off work, everybody'd go back to the barracks, and we just played Guild Wars until like midnight. Go to bed, get up, do PT, repeat. That was our week.
Yeah, and then when I started playing, he replayed a whole lot of the content with me.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, it was a great game. There was so much you could make, so much to do. There's a lot of different things that you could, especially as they added more to it. They made it easier to do more of the content with fewer humans active. So that was one of the things we used to challenge ourselves was, can we come up with a way to beat the harder content with fewer humans? Can we do it with just like our guild and our skills, as opposed to getting a bunch of, pugs together to do it? So that was one of the things that we really enjoyed doing. Like, there were 2 challenges in this first Guild Wars expansion. One, there were 12 mans. The only content in Guild Wars that was ever 12-man content. Urgot's Warren and Kanazai's something. I don't remember. That dude sucked. He was on the Suxons. Nobody cares about him. His axe was stupid. Urgot's bow was way cooler. But we got to the point where we could 4 or 5 man all of Urgot's Warren all the way through. And it's basically raid level content. With a lot of experimentation and practice and strategy. It was really really fun to do, to try and grind that stuff out. But yeah, a lot of hours there. Will New World be my next 20,000 hour game? Stay tuned to find out. We'll see.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably not. 20,000 hours is just not likely.
It's hard to do that. I mean, it's like,
I think, like you said, everybody at you friends at your unit did that, so it requires other people putting that much time in it.
Oh, I wasn't even the number 1. My neighbor was even worse than me. He started after me, and because he didn't get to the unit when we were initially playing. He got to the unit after the fact, jumped in on the hype train with us all, and I think he got more hours by the end of it than I did. And I was playing for longer, so I wasn't even the worst.
Yeah. So I think that's what helped you. It's that you had people around you that played a ton too.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely that sense of community. I mean, it's the same problem that happens in Strats all the time too, right? Vecino's always Vecino could give 2 fucks about any game. He could care not at all. But as soon as enough people in Strats are playing it, he's like, hey, what are we playing? What's going on over here?
Yeah.
And immediately he's just he's in it. He's in it to win it. You can't seem to post a picture there? I don't know why. Shouldn't be any reason why you can't.
Post that GIF earlier.
Huh. I wonder. We'll have to check. Now that with the thread being in there might be some weird Discord settings we need to toggle with regards.
Well,
to the
I was trying to
channel.
do that thing where I sniped a portion of the screen and was trying to send that as not an actual file image or whatever.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know how to actually put a picture into there either.
Well, it may be a permission setting on the event channel, which is an interesting.
I was just trying to post the picture of my Origin/EA icon, which is the Chibi Gwen doll from Guild Wars 1.
Yeah.
The super cute big head one that looks like she's a little plush doll.
Yeah.
To this day, that's still my icon picture over there.
Chibi Gwen. That was such
She's
a cool.
so cute.
That was such a cool thing. Yeah, it has to do with the event channel's settings.
I'll put it in gaming.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll see about getting that sorted out for next time, or we'll see about putting the the event's got to happen there. We'll get it figured out. We may have to adjust the permissions during the actual Strats Weekly so that people can participate more in the conversation in there.
Yeah.
It's first week trying it like this, so we weren't 100% sure how it was all going to shake out. Have a gander.
I just posted it into gaming for anybody that hasn't seen the Chibi Gwen and wants to see how
Chibi
adorable she is.
Gwen was such an interesting
Character.
there was just a lot of mythology around the character because of going all the way back to the original Guild Wars beta test. That just it's just really interesting. All the stuff they did with her. It was really neat when they put in the Chibi Gwen doll.
I would like to know.
What would you like to know?
We have gotten to the point where the weekly is almost over, and we have not discussed the biggest gaming news in the last decade.
Oh, what's the biggest
that?
gaming news in the last decade, and do I have a picture for it?
I don't know, but it is official. KOTOR remake is happening.
Oh yeah, I did see
It is
that.
coming out. I am so pumped.
I thought this was gonna be like a big announcement, like Half-Life 3.
I thought it was going to be a troll.
was coming.
I can only be disappointed. Like, that is how hyped I am for this game. That is the only possible outcome.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard not to be excited because there's just I've seen a bit of conflicting information and just confusion about it. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I'm just waiting. Just waiting.
No, I'm already full hype. Full hype.
Where's the?
Being able to go to like Terrace and Korriban and experience them in all its modern UE4 glory. Assuming it's on UE4 and not fucking Frostbite.
Whoa, you got something to say about Frostbite? Wait, I'm ready.
Hey, Frostbite is great for Battlefield games.
Yep.
Anything else that's been built on the Frostbite engine has been a buggy piece of garbage.
Yeah, because it's
what they used for the sports games for a while too.
They still use it for the sports games as well.
Oh,
I will give it. It does run well in terms of like overall performance, but they're always like super fucking buggy.
There you go. I got you. I got a picture in there while we're talking about it.
Devin.
It's not the best picture, best I could do on almost no notice. I didn't even think about it. Because yeah, there was the PlayStation thing was last. There was a couple of big announcements. I know the new Forza's in there. What else was in that? There's a bunch of stuff.
The new Gran Turismo, I think.
Oh, is it GT? That's what it was. It's one of those car games. I don't play car games. Oh yeah, they also showed God of War Ragnarok. That was the other big one. And then like
Spider-Man 2 is the one that I'm really hyped about.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2, Venom. Pretty hype. Does that mean Spider-Man 3 will be Carnage, or will they do Carnage as part of Spider-Man 2? Questions.
Yeah,
And then
Wolverine too.
Yeah, like Marvel Wolverine. They showed nothing. That was basically like
Yeah.
I almost feel like I know less about what's happening with Marvel Wolverine than I know about the KOTOR remake. Because the KOTOR remake is just like, you know what KOTOR is, you know it's being remade on a new engine. There you go, bam. But like the Marvel Wolverine, they're like, hey, here's this like cinematic that doesn't tell you jack shit, but shows that it's a game about Wolverine. The end. The God of War Ragnarok trailer, however, was great. Cinematics and in-game play. Pretty hype about that.
Those are games I really hope they end up bringing to PC. I would play the shit out of the God of War games, the two most recent.
Did the previous one ever come to PC? Like
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No, it's the only one.
I think some Uncharted stuff is coming to PC.
Yeah, Uncharted 4, I think they said it's coming to PC.
I really hope Gran Turismo does as well, but I don't think it will.
I don't know. Compete with Forza.
I just hope it all comes to PC, you know?
Yeah, bring everything to PC. Like, look, have your timed exclusivity if you need to on your console of choice. Just bring all that shit to PC. Just bring it all over here. We want to play with mouse and keyboard. We just want to play your game with mouse and keyboard. That's all. That's all we want. On the device that we already
KOTOR is
own.
interesting. It's apparently a timed console exclusive. So it's coming to PlayStation and PC, but not Xbox, is my understanding of it.
Got him.
Well, I mean, I'll get to disconnect the Xbox.
Cries
Shelter, you can see, and you good.
Cries in Game Pass. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the PlayStation event because I don't have a PS5. Because there's been zero justification to date for purchasing a PS5, in my opinion. Like it's cool if you want to have the next gen console, but like.
How many different games did you play on your PS4?
1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Less than 8. Less than 8. I tried.
What did you predominantly play on your PS4?
I played a lot of Battlefield. I played a lot of Battlefield 4 on PlayStation 4. I played a lot of GTA.
That's what we bought the systems for.
No, I had the PS4 for
right,
Battlefield 4.
You had it before, and that's what we bought mine for because we
Yes.
needed a separate one for me to play with you.
Yeah, because of course you can't like play together on the same system. That'd be just ludicrous. What is couch co-op in consoles?
Nope.
But yeah, I did play a lot of Battlefield 4 and a lot of GTA Online. Played a lot of Destiny, whole lot of Destiny, and
Was Destiny on the PS4 originally? Huh.
Yep. And I played a lot of the Borderlands series. Like I played through the whole Borderlands stuff again. The Handsome collection. Like those are the big ones. I played some other stuff as well. Like I did play Last of Us and a couple of other games that were shorter or for less time, but those were the big four that I played for sure on PlayStation 4. I definitely got a lot of money out of it, but I don't play enough console games to justify the price of a console.
My point was more the system's been out so long that the next system is out and you played less than 10 games on it.
It's true. I mean, I know there are people out there who are crazy enough to buy a system to play a single game because there's just like some exclusive that they just have to play.
Yeah, that just frustrates me so much about those companies.
Mm-hmm.
No, plenty of people that will buy, well, not exclusively, they'll buy a console just to play like Madden, and that's the only game they've ever played on it, or FIFA.
Mm. When they could just play on PC like Braden does. It's just, and you could just play for like $15 also for that first month, and then never play it again. Easy.
Yeah, I'm loving the Game Pass because like I don't have to spend the $60 every year because that's exactly what I do. It's like I'm all hyped about football when the season is about to start and stuff like that. So it's like I
Game
go
comes
play
out
for 2 weeks and then I never play it again. So it's like cool. I'll pay $15 for that.
Yeah, I'm very similar with sports games. The most playtime I ever got out of a sports game was one of the NCAA games, and that's because me and one of the other guys in the barracks we went in like together on the game cost, and we played it on 360, and he was our offensive coordinator and I was our defensive coordinator, and so we ran a campaign but with like handing off the controller depending on who was on offense, who was on defense. Like that's how we ended up. We did a little like pseudo couch co-op playoff like that, and we just did that for weeks. We played so many seasons.
Hey, is an NCAA coming back?
I couldn't tell you. I definitely enjoy sports games like Braden is talking about. Like I enjoy them for a very short period of time, but I'm not that person who plays a sports game for just months on end.
This might be stereotypical, but my sports game, it's when my other like Spanish friends come over, we just play FIFA.
Mm-hmm. It's great when you have if you have people that are going to come over and you do the couch co-op type stuff, or versus, like that can be a lot of fun. But just like me playing games, there's so many other things I'd rather play. I'd rather play an FPS than a sports game any day, or an MMO, like the right kind of MMO. Play a top-down ARPG like PoE or Diablo 3, stuff like that. Like those are more my style of game than sports. But I will play sports games, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think racing is the only one that I'll pick up here and there for a while. But football is just, I don't enjoy the football video games.
Really? I used to really enjoy the football. I enjoy it when I have like a team that I'm building and I'm trying to like build a program up. Like we would always take, because we were in the military, so we always took Army, who is just dog shit in NCAA and in reality. Let's be real, the football team is fuck awful. So trying to like build that program up and like get accepted into a bigger conference and stuff like that. Like there was
You don't like the Black Knights? Come on.
I mean,
They won today. Man. They're
Congratulations.
2-0.
Did they play a high school team?
I played Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers, man.
Got them. Yeah, let me know if they go 500 on the season.
Hey, man, they won. They won on 9/11.
But yeah, I'm the same way. It's like a lot of times when I start a franchise, I'll just pick some shit franchise, and then like maybe even trade away a couple of their good players, and then just try and like build a team from the ground up.
You're a masochist.
Yes.
Well, I mean, also
it's a lot more fun than just picking up the top team and just racing through everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, trying to convince like I really enjoyed the off season like recruiting mini game type stuff where you have to like figure out how best to deal with your scholarships and like who are you going to offer, who are you going to invest time and effort into based on, you know, how the players are leaning and stuff like that. Like some of that, I wouldn't want to go full on like Football Manager with it, but some of that extra stuff beyond just playing the game on the field was a lot of fun as well. Like to a point. I wouldn't want it to go like I said, like full depth with like Football Manager. Like that'd just be too much. I was definitely there for the sports gameplay. I think it's because I really enjoyed playing like NFL Blitz in the arcade back in the day, like those kind of games. So it wasn't NFL Blitz, obviously. It was, you know, NCAA, but it had kind of that vibe. I think that's why the football game specifically worked for me because of that, those rose tinted glasses. But at some point I realized that like, man, I'm literally just playing the same sporting event over and over and over again. And that just wears on me. It becomes not fun very quickly. And holy crap, we are like already over. Did we forget to talk about anything? There's stuff going on in Guild Wars 2, but I accidentally closed the notes I had on it. So yeah, Guild Wars 2. If you are interested in checking out Guild Wars 2, hit up Diakis. Diakis can get you all the deets on what's going on there. I know there's another test. They're testing the new World vs. World stuff, the DX11, and some of the new classes that are coming out with the Canthan expansion next year are all being tested later this month. So feel free to check any of that out and hit up Diakis. Like I said, if you want to link up with the Strats Guild in Guild Wars 2, rip Yakspend. I think it's all the games. Got through all the games finally. Boop. Boop. And we gotta get out of here because it's already at the time. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the I got it on the your avatar thing over there. Boop. Precious kitty with the little chibi Gwen. Well, yeah, we need to get out of here. We gotta go play some New World beta. Thanks everybody who came out, hanging out here. Thanks everybody out there in the YouTube chat and anybody who checks it out after the fact. See you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.